2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. Looking at the starting five for Columbus. The Wagner brothers both on the floor. Franz at small forward, Mo in the middle. Desmond Bane is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Ben Carroll in at the power forward.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with." Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And Wagner gets it to go.
Well, you don't often see Wagner go to the mid-range, but right there, he just took what the defense gave him.
Thompson with a screen. Here's Cunningham. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Bane, the pass to Wagner. No good with the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Cunningham. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Harris, the shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Columbus moving it around. Wagner for three. He drops it from range. Wagner's got 5 now.
Yeah, and look at the stroke on Wagner's 3. Total confidence.
Well, looking at Franz Wagner, is there any particular thing you'd like to see him evolve?
Yeah, B.A., I'd say the three-point shooting. He's not bashful about taking them, but he needs more of them to go in. If he can do that, good luck guarding him.
Cunningham with the ball. 23 points his last outing.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at Columbus. They're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
Well, I think for Columbus, they've played with a lot of effort over this last stretch. Sometimes that's the only edge you need to beat teams that are similar in talent. They're the class of their division right now.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Following that last three-pointer by Columbus. Ivy's shot is off.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And Ben Carroll with the bucket. And the assist by Wagner. 5 points in the game.
I just love the ball movement.
Now Cunningham. Still no points. Pass to Thompson. And he can't get that one. Great D that time from Wagner. And here's Columbus now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Here's Cunningham. And the layup is good.
Well, teammates appreciate that kind of hustle on the break. Good work by Cunningham getting up the floor.
And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. The Pistons second.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Black's checked in for Columbus. Here's Ivy. There's the drive. Rebounded by Columbus.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And that one, good.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Cunningham passes to Harris. And a miss there on the triple. Columbus leading by 5. Wagner in the high post. Working on Thompson. And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got 12 points in the game.
Well, Wagner can be a scoring machine, especially when his team is doing a good job of getting him looks.
Back to Cunningham. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cunningham's got his second bucket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Richardson's checked in for Columbus. Pistons trail by 5. Ivy passes to Duren. And here's Cunningham. Back to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Isaac, he's checked in for Richardson. And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's Cunningham. Following that last three-pointer by Columbus. Again, the Pistons score.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
Back to Black. Wagner on the wing, over Ivy. And Wagner gets it to go. On the assist by Wagner. And that's now 17 points for Franz Wagner. On the wing, Thompson. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Here's Wagner, and another basket for Columbus.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Wagner with a steal. To the middle. And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got 6.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. Robinson, he's checked in for Thompson. And Levert subbed in for Ivy. Pistons trail by 6. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back over to you, Brian.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Gets the 3-ball to go.
And that's big for Wagner's confidence when he's connecting from deep, especially in these answer 3 situations.
Now here's Levert. 9 points for him in his last game. And Cunningham throws it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring opportunity.
A Swiss Army knife talent, Levert is very skilled at setting the table for his teammates.
From deep, Banchero. And Columbus, another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Here's Holland. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
It's been all about Franz Wagner for Columbus. Torching the Nets, hitting 4 from distance that quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, Second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Columbus.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
We've got Isaiah Stewart. Duncan Robinson is out there with Holland. Then there's Marcus Sasser, and it's LeVert in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Detroit starting the second.
Well, this is where Stewart should look to score. He can be very effective down low.
Here's Hero, and another basket for Columbus. Pistons trail by 6. And for Tyler Hero, people immediately think of the shooting, but there's much more to his game, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., look, he's much improved as a playmaker. As a rookie, he only averaged about 2 assists. But last year, I think he was over 5, and he gives a consistent effort at the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Sasser. Nails it from 3. Sasser's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Up top, Hero pulls it, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hero's got 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's Holland. Rebounded by Columbus, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Robinson. Ivy comes in for LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Columbus. Pass to Holland from outside the arc. And it's Bane with the rebound.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
The 3. And Columbus another 3.
Well, obviously, Bane has the range for this shot. He's not put off by shooting from the corner.
Thompson outside. And here's Ivy from the arc. The shot won't fall. And here's Columbus now. They're on a 14-5 run. The 3 from Bane. It doesn't go for him. Pistons trail by 13. Here's Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
The 3 is up, and that one's good. Jovic.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Down low. Here's Holland. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist here tonight. Columbus leading by 12. Lets the 3 fly, and he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. For Detroit, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Stewart finds Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Holland, out to Thompson. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Columbus. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
Winning the season series last year in a battle of middle-of-the-pack teams.
Nice looking 3 ball by Black, showing how effective he can be from that range.
Back to Ivy from the arc. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one. I've wondered, of all the things you can teach players, can you teach great passing?
I really don't think you can, B.A. You can teach solid fundamental passing. You can teach guys to make fewer mistakes by better use of fundamentals. But the great passers have great vision, and I just don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something that guys gain over their time and experience playing the game of basketball.
Pistons trail by 11. Ivy, left side. Here's the 3. The offensive rebound. Stewart, good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Stewart's got 6.
Second effort usually pays off. That's a hustle play by Stewart.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Boy, he can't miss right now. This is as locked in as you get.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Yeah, but even though they were off all night, there was still a silver lining for them. They showed their resourcefulness to keep it tight.
Yeah, those are the losses you can't worry too much about. You gave it everything you had, just time to move on.
So for the Pistons, Jalen Duren comes in for Stewart, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Holland. Columbus also making some changes. Castleton's checked in for Robinson, and Carroll comes in for Jovic, and Franz Wagner subbed in for Black.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And Wagner gets it to go.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Back to Cunningham. Cade on the move, and Cunningham throws it down.
Concerted drive by Cunningham. Just took off and never looked back.
Wagner for 3. And Columbus another 3.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Cunningham has the open look. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there. Columbus leading by 13. Hero finds Banchero over Harris. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 12 points for him.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
To the wing on the left. The 3 from Banchero. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Oh, got that one up quick. Cunningham's got 16 points.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
Wagner for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Cunningham outside. Pass to Duren. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Columbus leading by 12. Goes up on the wing, and he nails the jumper. And that's 28 points for Franz Wagner.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
The 3 from Bane, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
No one near him, and that one's good. Cunningham's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Wagner for 3, and Columbus another 3.
Tracking the feed, Franz Wagner locked in on that shot.
And here's Cunningham outside. Not going to go that time. And so it's Columbus with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Up big because of their 3-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Detroit Pistons.
They say live by the 3, die by the 3. Right now, they are on life support.
Agreed. They're shooting their way right out of it.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for... And that'll do it for us. Thanks for...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Franz Wagner has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. The Wagner brothers both on the floor. Franz at small forward, Mo in the middle. Tyler Hero is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 4. Well, Stan, if you had the opportunity to coach Powell...
Oh, wow! What a play!
That was incredible. Playing above the rim. This kid, Ausar Thompson, can fly.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul. Here's Duren. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Duren.
There's a lot of size in motion. Duren like a freight train to the rim.
Back to Wagner. From deep. And Cunningham pulls it down.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Franz Wagner. Well, with his foundation defensively, Coach, everything else is a bonus for Ausar Thompson.
Yeah, and actually, B.A., he's becoming more proficient on the offensive end. The evolution of Ausar's game, that'll be a big part of this team's success going forward. Well, it'll be fun to watch Ausar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
Wagner for 3. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
From deep, Banchero, and Columbus another 3.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Harris's shot is good.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Wagner for 3. Connects from downtown. Wagner's got 37.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Ivey outside. Going inside, and he jams it home with authority.
And this is what makes Ivey special, his ability to finish with power at the rim.
Inside, here's Bane. Uses the glass on the layup. Bane's got 8 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
A nice rebound, trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And it's Wagner missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Cunningham finds Duren. Now Ivey, 4-3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
He is the story for them offensively, and a big reason why they're ahead.
Here's Cunningham. And again, no good by Detroit. Columbus leading by 19. Here's Banchero. And that one's off. His first miss of the game. Shooting 7 for 8 now. To the inside. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Ivey. Ivey's got 4 assists in the game.
He's often labeled as an outside shooter, but Harris does most of his scoring inside.
Hero with the bucket.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Banchero left side. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 6 in the quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And here's Cunningham outside. Rebounded by Columbus. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. From deep, Bain. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Bain's got 11 points.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Thompson outside. Will it go? It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Banchero. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Cunningham outside. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts, well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
And he gets that one.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it all working tonight.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Black's checked in for Columbus. Columbus leading by 23. To the paint. Kicks it out to Wagner. And another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. Here's Cunningham. Give him 20. Yep, that one goes. Cunningham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's always on the hunt. Cunningham's next shot is never far off.
And it's Wagner missing. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Ivy outside. From behind the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Ivy's got 8 points.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
That one goes. Count it.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Cunningham outside. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by Wagner. Columbus leading by 22. Wagner right side. Over Harris. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul. And some changes here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Robinson comes in for Thompson. And LeVert subbed in for Ivy. Cunningham passes to LeVert. And he banks in the layup. LeVert's gotten his first basket of the night.
Listed height might be 6'5" for LeVert, but he plays bigger than that with his leaping ability and desire.
Wagner for 3. Rebound Detroit. Stewart's got 5 rebounds in the game. Detroit has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Count that bucket. LeVert's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're really working the paint now.
Columbus's shooting has been excellent in the third quarter at 57%. Wagner for 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Robinson can't hit.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
The 3 ball connects again from distance.
Oh my, he is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game. Holland can't hit. Wagner on the wing. Let's go with a 3. He got it again! Sensational!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. It's been all about Franz. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then it's Caris LeVert. And it's Cunningham in at the point. That's the group for Detroit right now. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Columbus.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Black. Sinks the tray.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. And again, the Pistons missing.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light.
And again for 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016, that was the top spot until Klay took it. It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Wagner on the wing, puts up a 3, connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Klay Thompson, that is.
And that one's good. Jovic.
Well, at 6'10", I want to see Jovic attack like this inside. He has the height needed to be a weapon down there.
Pass to Stewart. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got rebound number 8 now.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Robinson finds Cunningham. Yep, that one's good. Cunningham's got 24.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
Oh, connects again.
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right. And now he's tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A big group substitution here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked. Hits yet again! Wow!
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Cunningham with the ball, guarded now by Black. Out to Harris. Here's Duren. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist of the night.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Here's Wagner. Knocks down the 18-footer.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
The 3 is up. Franz Wagner, that one's good.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. And yes, another basket.
What a game from him, 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Cunningham. Good work defensively by Robinson.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Wagner for 3. The Pistons clear it. And here's Thompson for 3. And the dunk by Duren.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And got it! Another basket!
Unreal. surreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher.
Another bucket! Wow!
That puts him even for 3rd on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
Man, I'm at a loss for words. His has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
Yeah, 78 points, tying Wilt Chamberlain's big night back in '61. Up next, Kobe Bryant's 81 points from 2006.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Cunningham finds Harris. Off target from outside.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Good work there as it goes.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Yet another bucket!
And incredible! Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
Man, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the 2nd most points in an NBA game. What an historic night.
81, equaling Kobe's scintillating game back in 2006. Just incredible to see it matched once again.
From downtown, no good there. Detroit shooting about 43% since the 4th quarter began. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Yeah, a shooter like Cunningham has no reason to hesitate. He can just take the shot.
Pass to Kane. Oh, from deep. Duren with a rebound. Tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Out to Harris. For 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wagner. Can't nail the jumper. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Harris's shot is good.
At this stage of his career, Harris is a floor spacer, asked to knock down 3s.
Wagner for 3. Good! That's another bucket!
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands alone for 2nd most points in a game. Unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rear view, he had